What's going on, y'all? You have seen a lot of this car over the past year. We've had it finished. We've taken it to a bunch of shows. We've had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun with the customer, but it is finally time for this thing to go home. And we are just doing our final little shakedown, test drive, making sure everything's working like it should. And so forth, and the customer should be coming to get this thing either this week or next. One thing that we did add to it here very recently, as you saw, was we put electric power brakes on this thing. So the customer met us at a show here earlier this year and drove this thing around quite a bit. It was actually his first time really getting to drive it, get behind the wheel, and the feedback he had was that he wanted some power assist on the brakes. So presented a little bit of a challenge just because this car was kind of purpose built the way it was with manual brakes, and there wasn't room for your conventional vacuum power booster. So we had to get creative. We found a electric kit from ABS Power Brakes out of California, and it was, we could remote mount the reservoir and the pump so that we actually had enough room to mount it all both underneath the car, and we have the reservoir in the engine bay. But works really well. It does give a nice power assist, and it's all electric, so you don't have to worry about hydro boost lines and a hydro boost system or a vacuum hose on a vacuum power assist system. And we are just kind of driving around making sure that that's working like it should, and it feels really good actually. Brake pedal feels nice. It stops good. You know, it seems to mate up with those wheel woods on all four corners that we have. So for you guys that haven't seen a lot of this car, you know, this was a full build for us, 1938 Chevrolet Master Deluxe Coupe. And we have touched every part of this thing. About the lower, probably 8 to 10 inches on this entire car was just rotted off. We had to put all the outer sheet metal, replace all that, rockers, floors, transmission tunnel, trunk floor. I mean, all of it's brand new sheet metal. So as a base, a good foundation, we started with a Scott's Hot Rods coilover IFS chassis. So, you know, it's fully boxed rails. It's got their independent front suspension with a rack and pinion steering, 4-link in the rear with a 9-inch. It's got 4-wheel wheelwood brakes all the way around. Their chassis are completely TIG welded. That's a great place to start. So we've got that. We've got a Blueprint crate engine small block Chevrolet. It's a 350 cubic inch, and I got about 350 horsepower. And we dressed it up nice, billet specialties, vintage air front runner. We painted it to match the car. And it looks really good. It runs really good with ultimate headers on it, Holley carburetor, all that good stuff. And then behind that is a TCI 700R4 automatic overdrive transmission. So that's a 4-speed automatic. And we've put those on a lot of vehicles. Those are the 4L60Es, 4L80Es. But pretty much anything we do, we try to put an overdrive in because it makes them so much nicer to drive, easier to drive. And so this thing, whether we're cruising around town or we're out on the interstate, this thing runs out really, really nicely. You can see we've got a 1955 Chevrolet dash that we cut down. We narrowed it, put it in here, worked out really nice, got a little bit of a custom look. The owner really wanted that, and I think it turned out to his liking for sure. We got Classic Instruments gauges. It was nice because we just got a direct fit 55 or 56 Chevrolet car gauge cluster going here, and it just looks right at home. We got a low card tilt steering column, Lecera steering wheel, low car shifter, Speed and Design Hot Rod Interiors out of Jolton, Tennessee. They're about an hour north of us. They did the entire interior. They fabbed up the console. They bound the carpet. I mean, all of it. So the trunk interior and the interior in the car here, they did it all. They did a killer job. Gil and Braxton, man, their attention to detail, their eye for things is great, and that's why we use them for all of our high-end builds like this. The glass, so Brian Harding, Glass Guy Chicago, came and actually put the glass in for us while it was at Gil's, getting the interior in it. So that was nice of him. He's based out of Chicago, but he travels around everywhere and puts a lot of the glass in. He cuts glass for us and that kind of thing. So yeah, this thing's rolling on shot wheels. They're the Challenger EXL, which is the exposed lug wheels. They look really good. They're a traditional 5-spoke, which we kind of wanted to go with on this. Nothing too crazy. We wanted it to just be nice and simple, but they have a little extra flair where they've got the little polished piece in the center, which I like. So yeah, Shop makes a really good wheel. We've used their wheels on multiple builds. Vintage Air is keeping us cool, man. It is hot out here today. It is mid 90s, probably feels like low 100s here in Tennessee. Summer's definitely here and we feel it, but Vintage Air is keeping us cool. And actually, this thing, I'm not even having to work super hard. I don't have it turned about halfway up, but the Vintage Air system is working really good in here. Another thing that helps that is hush mat. So we put hush mat on all the toe boards, firewall, tunnel, floors, everything, inside the doors, above us, on these, and that's a sound and heat deadener, and it really makes this car feel like it's solid, and it's really kind of pretty nice and quiet. You don't hear a lot of noise. It helps with the deflection on the sheet metal, and it keeps the temperatures down. So that really makes a big difference in these old cars, is putting some sort of sound and heat deadener in, which we do on all of them. Powering this thing, we've got a painless Pro Series wire harness. It works really well, and so far everything's working like it should. So we've got a double DIN head unit, backup camera on this thing. We've got 4 speakers, powered by an amp, and there is 1 sub in the back as well. So actually the sound system sounds really good. This thing is going to be a great driver, and that is what is so cool, is that that's what he's going to do. Dennis is the owner, and he can't wait to just get out and run the wheels off this car, which we can't wait to see. It's really, really nice. Turned out great. It's a beautiful color. The interior and exterior colors go great together, in my opinion, and this thing grabs a lot of attention. Again, this car, Dynamic Speed and Custom, did a knockout job like they always do. They painted it, so we do our body work in-house. We get in the last round of primer, send it to them. They do the final sand. They spray it, cut and buff it, reassemble it how it was when it got to them, and then it comes back to us to finish everything up. And they actually came up and helped us with a few things as well when they were in town for the Good Guys Nationals. But Lumicraft grill on this thing. It's got stainless bumpers. We tucked them in a little bit. Ride-Tech coilovers. It's got a Performance Driveline Engineering drive shaft. That's who we get all our drive shafts from. They're in Michigan. They do a really good job. They balance them. So yeah, I mean, this car has got all the great parts, BASF materials for the auto body paints and whatnot. We keep it shiny, polished up with Griot's Garage. Just a bunch of great products and people that have gone into this car to make it what it is, and we are super stoked how it turned out, and can't wait for Dennis to get this thing back and enjoy it like it should be. But yeah, this is our last shakedown. I've got almost 300 miles on this, which is kind of our minimum, especially on a build like this, a full build. We try to put at least 300 miles on it. And that is not just get on the interstate and cruise for 300 miles. That's multiple trips, short trips, at least one kind of decent long trip to get out on the highway. But we want that motor to get broken in, we want all the components to get broken in, and what we do is we will change that oil before it goes back to the customer, whereas it has break-in oil in that engine. It's a brand new engine, right? And so we'll change that out, put a new filter and oil in it. But no, this thing is a great car. It's one of my favorite cars we've ever done, and it probably is the nicest car we've ever done for sure. But yeah, this thing, it's got a US radiator, it's aluminum radiator, and we had it actually powder coated to match the chassis. Yeah, that's got chassis. We actually have the suspension components, all the frame rails and everything, the radiator. It's all powder coated, the same color. Powder Pro here in Murfreesboro actually does our powder coating for us. They do a really good job, and he's got an oven large enough that he can do an entire chassis, which is nice. But yeah, this thing top to bottom has been gone over, and it's a really neat little car, really nice, and drives good. Like I said, that's the biggest thing. We are using this thing. I've been out multiple times driving it. We've run it through multiple heat cycles, and just made sure that it's good to go. We built a custom 2.5-inch stainless exhaust for this thing. It's got Borla Pro XS mufflers, and we've got it running all the way out the back and kind of dumping right there at the rear fenders. Sounds really good. Doesn't have a whole lot of crazy interior resonance, but it's got a nice throaty sound outside, especially when you get into it. But that's it. Yeah, 1938 Chevrolet Master Deluxe. We appreciate you tuning in. This has been a long labor of love right here, but it's finally about to go home and be enjoyed. So y'all check us out. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll have some more content for you soon.